Good morning, students. In the last class, revised 5 more questions for under the lessons. Lesson number 6, money market. Lesson number 7, stock exchange. Lesson number 8, Securities Exchange Board of India. So these are all the lessons. 5 more questions are completed in the last session. So today we will discuss about 2 mark and 3 mark question for same lesson, 6, 7 and 8th lessons. So students, we can start the class. Listen carefully from starting to till the end. Now let us see the revision question for lesson wise. So 2 mark question, chapter 6, 7 and 8. Chapter 6, money market, question number 1, 2 and 3. Chapter 7, stock exchange, question number 2, 3 and 4. Chapter 8, question number 1, 2 and 3. Now we can see chapter 6, money market, question number 1. Question is define the term money market. Define the term money market. So first, what do you mean by money market? Money market is a market for purely short-term funds. So it deals with the financial assets and securities whose maturity period does not exceed 1 year. Whose maturity period does not exceed 1 year. So that means only deals with the short-term financial securities. So we can say the short-term financial securities of particularly said to be the money market. So money market means only deal with the financial assets and the securities. Okay, then for example, money market example, treasury bills, commercial bills, certificate of deposit, the government securities. So according to Arthur Crowther says, money market means the collective name given to the various firms and institutions that deals in the various grades of near money. What in the various grades of near money? It means what are the financial document and what are the financial securities nearby the money. So these types of trader is known as money market. Then next one, what is commercial bill market? The market for buying and selling of commercial bill of exchange is known as the commercial bill market. So a bill of exchange issued by a commercial organization to raise money for short-term needs. So these bills are of 30 days, 60 days and 90 days maturity. The commercial bill is an instrument drawn by a seller of goods on a buyer of goods. So it possesses the advantages like self-liquidating in nature, recurs to two parties, buyer and seller. It is knowing exact date of transactions, transparency of transactions, etc. It is known as the commercial bill market. Then next one question, what is a CD market? CD means certificate of deposit. So it means the market buying and selling of certificate of deposits is known as the CD market. So CD market means nothing but the certificate of deposits are short-term deposit instrument. So issued by banks and financial institutions. So what are the purpose? Certificate of deposits issued அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா to raise large sum of money. So certificate of deposits are issued in the form of usance promissory notes. They are easily convertible in nature and are in marketable form having particular face value and maturity. So in the certificate of deposit is transferable from one party to another. So due to the negotiable future, they are also known as the negotiable certificate of deposit. It is known as the CD market, that is a certificate of deposit. Then go to next chapter, chapter 7, stock exchange, question number 2. Define stock exchange. Define stock exchange is a very very important lesson, so listen carefully. Define stock exchange. The Indian Securities Contracts Regulation Act of 1956 defines stock exchange as an association, organizations or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, so established for the purpose of assisting, regulating and controlling business in buying, selling and dealing in securities. So it means the stock exchange also called stock market or share market is one of the important constituents of capital market. The stock exchange is an organized market for the purchase unit, sale of industrial and purchase and sale of industrial and financial securities. So it is a convenient place where trading in securities is conducted in a systematic manner. So there is, as per certain rules and regulations, it performs various functions and offers useful services to investors and borrowing companies. So it is an investment intermediary and facilitates economic and industrial development of a country. The main objectives of the stock exchange என்ன அப்படின்னா avoid the intermediary in the institution or firm. So stock exchange are indispensable for the smooth and orderly functioning of corporate sector in a free market economy. Then write any 5 stock exchange in India. The first one, the Bombay Stock Exchange, the Ahmedabad Stock Exchange, then third one Bangalore Stock Exchange Limited, and fourth one the Calcutta Stock Exchange, then finally Madras Stock Exchange. So these are the 5 stock exchange in India. What is mean by remissor? He act as an agent of a member of a stock exchange. இவங்க வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இன்டர்மீடியட் மாரி தான் இவங்களும். இவங்க வந்து ஏஜென்ட்டாக மெம்பர்ஸ்க்கு என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா ஏஜென்ட்டாக இருந்தால் அந்த முகவராக இருந்து ஆக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ ஹி அப்டைன் பிஸ்னஸ் ஃபார் ஹிஸ் பார்ட்டிஸ் பிரின்சிபல். வாட் ஆர் த பிரின்சிபல்ஸ்? அதாவது தெர் இஸ் த மெம்பர். அதாவது யாருக்கு மெயினாக இவங்க பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா மெம்பர்ஸ்க்காக தான். இவங்களுடைய பாலிசி என்னன்னா இவர் ஏஜென்ட்டாக இவர் ரிமிசர்ன்ற ஏஜென்ட்டாக போத் த பார்ட்டிஸை ஆக்ட் பண்ணி சம் அமௌண்ட்டு சர்வீசஸை கலெக்ட் பண்ணுறாரு. அந்த கமிஷனுக்கு பேர் தான் நான் சொல்கிறேன் ரிமிசர்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஓகேங்களா? ஹி ஆக்ட் ஆஸ் அன் ஏஜென்ட் ஆஃப் எ மெம்பர் ஆஃப் எ stock exchange. So he obtains business for his principal, that is the member. So he gets a commission for the service. He is called a remissor. Then you can see chapter 8, Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI. The question is, see this lesson, question number 1, 2 and 3. The first question, write a short notes on SEBI. What will be SEBI? Securities and Exchange Board of India. The first SEBI was first established in the year 1988. So as a non-statutory body of regulating the securities market. So it was made as an autonomous body by the Government of India on 12 May 1992 and given statutory powers in 1992. So with SEBI Act 1992 being passed by the Indian Parliament. So SEBI has its headquarters at the business district of Bandrakurla complex in Mumbai, and the northern, eastern, southern and western regional offices in New Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai and Ahmedabad respectively. So SEBI means Securities Exchange Board of India. It is an apex body that maintains and regulates our capital market. It was established in 1988 by Indian government but gets a statutory power வந்து in 1992. Actually 1988ல இது ஆரம்பித்தாங்க. இப்போ நான் இந்தியாவில் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்குது அப்படின்றத நம்ம பார்த்தோம். அதே மாதிரி அவங்களுக்கு அதிகாரப்பூர்வமாக வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா இந்த ஸ்டாச்சுரி பவர் எப்போ அவங்க கை கிடச்சிச்சு அப்படின்னா 1992ல் தான். ஓகேங்களா? நெக்ஸ்ட் another question, write any 2 objectives of SEBI. The various objectives of a stock exchange, I will explain only 2 objectives. The first one, The first objectives of SEBI is regulated stock exchanges. The regulated of stock exchange. The first objectives of SEBI is to regulate stock exchange so that efficient services may be provided to all the parties operating there. Then another one objectives, protection to the investors. Protection to the second one, foremost objectives of SEBI is to protect the interest of the investors. The capital market is meaningless in the absence of the investors. Therefore, it is important to protect the interest of the investors. The protection of the interests of the investors means protecting them from the wrong informations given by the companies in the prospects, reducing the risk of delivery and payment, etc. So, hence, the foremost objectives of the SEBI is to provide securities to the investor. There are two main objectives of the SEBI. Then another one important question is, what is demat account? What is demat account? So investors will first have to open an account with a DP. DP means depository participant, and then request for dematerializations of certificates through DP. Purchase made by an investors are credited to his account and sales are debited. So this account is called demat account. So a demat account, what is demat account? A demat account hold all the shares that are purchased in electronic or dematerialized from. So basically a demat account is to shares what a bank current is to money. So like the bank account, a demat account holds the certificates of financial instruments like shares, bonds, government securities, mutual funds and exchange traded funds, அதாவது ETFs, electronic exchange trade funds. So first the demat means dematerialization. So is the process so by which physical share certificate of an investors are taken back the company or register and destroy. So then an equivalent number of securities in the electronic form are credited to the investors account with the depository participant. So dematerialization is done at the request of the investor. Investors will first have to open an account while a DP and then request for dematerialization of certificates through the DP. So purchase made by an investors use credited to his account and sale are debited. So trading in dematerialization shares commenced on the NSE in December 1996, where Reliance Industries was the first company to trade its 100 shares in demat form. So in case of the BSE, dematerializations of shares commenced in the year December 1997. So very, very important questions. It is known as the demat account. The next 3 more questions lesson wise. Chapter 6, question number 1 and 2. Chapter 7, question number 1 and 2. Chapter 8, question number 1. Now we can see chapter 6, money market, question number 1 and 2. So what are the treasury, what are the futures of treasury bill? So treasury bill are very popular and enjoy a higher degree of liquidity since they are issued by the government. A treasury bill is nothing but a promissory note issued for a specific period stated therein. The period does not exceed a period of 1 year. The last one point paranga, the period does not, this is a promissory note issued for a ஒரு particular period காக நம்ம என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா இந்த treasury bill நமக்கு இதான் என்னுடைய ஃபியூச்சரே. The period does not exceed 1 இயருக்கு மேலே, நாட் மோர் தென் 1 இயருக்கு மேலே என்ன போகக்கூடாது, எக்ஸீட் ஆகக்கூடாது. ஸோ வித்தின் இயருக்கு நம்ம அந்த ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் பீரியடில் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணால் இந்த அமௌண்ட்டை நம்ம வந்து ரீபேபிள் பண்ணணும். ஸோ இட் இஸ் நோன் அஸ் த ஃபியூச்சர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த இஸ் a treasury bill. Then future, the treasury bills incorporate the following general features. The first one, issuer; second one, financial bills; third one, liquidity; and fourth one, vital sources; then last one, money market. So these are all the treasury bill of incorporate general futures. Then second one, who are the participant of money market? So there are many participants in the money market. The participants are as follows. First one participant, government of different countries, central bank of different countries, private and public banks, um, mutual fund institutions, insurance companies, non-banking financial institutions, Reserve Bank of India and State Bank of India, then commercial bank, state government, and then public. So there are many participants in the money market. Then chapter 7, stock exchange. Question number 1 and 2. First question, what are the limitations of stock exchange? Very important questions. Limitations is otherwise known as drawback, disadvantages of the stock exchange. The first one, drawback. The limitations of stock exchange are as follows: lack of uniformity and control of stock exchanges. Then second one, drawback, absence of restrictions on the membership of stock exchange. First one, no uniformity. Then second one, absence of restrictions on the membership. Then third one, failure to control no control the stock exchange, and unhealthy speculation, failure to control. The control fail ஆகிறதால அதுக்கு என்னன்னா unhealthy speculations இருக்கு அப்படின்றாங்க. Then allowing more than one stock exchange in the place, ஒரே இடத்துல ஒரு ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கணும். ஸோ மோர் தென் ஒன் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் நமக்கு அலோவ் பண்ணுறதால கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகிறதுக்கு இது சான்சஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ இது அனதர் ஒன் ட்ராபேக்காக சொல்கிறாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட்டு, நான் இன்சிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் மார்ஜின் ரெக்குயர்மெண்ட், ஒரு மார்ஜினே கிடையாது, நோ மார்ஜின். ஓகேங்களா, இன் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆர் இன் த கேஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ரொடியூஸ் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்சஸ். தென் நோ ப்ராப்பர் regulations of listening of securities on the stock. The rules and regulations வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும், ஃப்ரீக்வெண்ட்டாக சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டே இருந்தால் நம்ம எதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுறது நமக்குள்ளே ஒரு கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகும். அப்போ ஸ்டாண்டர்டான ஒரு ரூல்ஸ் அண்ட் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸை இவங்க ப்ராப்பர் ரெகுலேஷன்ஸை cannot maintain. ஸோ திஸ் ஆல் த drawback of the stock exchange. Then question number 2. Question number 2. Explain bull and bear. Bull and bear means the types of speculators. Types of speculator இந்த மெயினாக வந்து ரெண்டு அதாவது I will explain only 2 speculators. So first, what in base speculators? Speculators in a stock market are of different types. They carry their names depending on the motive of trading in the stock exchange. There are named after animals as the behavior. அவங்களோட behavior எதுக்கு நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் அனிமல்ஸ்க்கு behavior could be compared best with the behavior of animals அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. அதில் first one, bull, bear, stag and lambda. There are 4 types of speculators. So now I will explain only 2 speculators. The first one, bull. Bull or Dejiwala is an operator who expects a rise in price of securities. அதாவது புல் அப்படின்றது வந்து காளை மாடுக்கு நம்ம ஒப்பிட்டு சொல்கிறோம். அப்போ அனதர் நேம் என்னென்னா தெஜுவாலா. இவங்க எப்படி வெயிட் பண்ணுவாங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, எப்போ வந்து ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் அதிகமாகுமோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுறது, பொருளை வந்து கம்மியான விலைக்கு வாங்கி அதிகமான விலையில் சேல்ஸ் பண்ணுறது. So a bull or Dejiwala, an operator who expect a rise in price of securities in the future. So in anticipations of price rise, he makes purchases of shares at present and other securities with the intention to sell at higher prices in future. So he is called bull. So because just like a bull tends to throw his victim up in the air, the bull speculator stimulates the price to rise. So he is an optimistic speculator. Next, another one speculator name is bear. A bear or mandiwala. Bull is another ways called Dejiwala. Bear is otherwise called Mandiwala. The Mandiwala speculators expect, இவங்களோட எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் என்னன்னா, the prices to fall in future, ஏதாவது ஃபியூச்சரில் வந்து ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் வந்து எப்போ டவுன் ஆகும். ஸோ fall in future and sell securities at present. So with a view in purchase them at lower prices in future. A buyer does not have securities at present but sells them at higher prices in anticipations that he will supply them by purchasing at lower price in future. எப்போ வந்து ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் வந்து அது ஃபேலின் ப்ரைஸஸ் எப்போ வீழ்ச்சி ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் கம்மியாகும்னு பார்த்துட்டு அப்போ லாட் ஆஃப் பொருளை என்ன பண்ணணும், பல்காக வாங்கி நம்ம சேவ் பண்ணி ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வைக்கணும். இப்போ ஃப்யூச்சரில் வந்து என்னன்னா, இப்போ அடிவான விலைக்கு வாங்கி அதிகமான லாபம் வச்சு விற்கலான்றதுக்காக அவங்க என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா, எப்போ வந்து வெயிட் பண்ணுறாங்க ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் எப்போ குறையும் அப்படின்ட்டு. அப்போ இந்த ப்ரைஸ் லெவல் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகிற நேரத்தில் போயிட்டு இவங்க என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா, லாட் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் வந்து பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணி ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சுன்னு ஃப்யூச்சரில் அதிகமாக லாபம் வச்சு விற்கலாம் அப்படின்ற ஒரு மெயின் எய்ம் தான் அவங்க அந்த பியரோட எய்ம். ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ there are two types of ஸ்பெக்குலேட்டரோட நம்ம கேரக்டர்ஸை இப்போ நம்ம பார்த்தோம். ஓகேங்களா? Then next lesson, chapter 8, question number 1, Securities Exchange Board of India. So what is mean by demetallization? What is mean by demetallization? So demetallization is the process by which physical share certificate of an investor are taken back by the company registers or destroyed. So demetallization is done at the request of the investors. So investors will first have to open a account. The demat பார்த்தோம் இல்லையா, demat தான் நம்ம demetallization சொல்கிறோம். Open an account with a DP, so deposit participant, and then request demetallizations of certificates through the DP. So students, so in this session we have learned about definition of money market, commercial bill market, certificate of deposits, what is demat account, and what are the purpose have to be open the demat account, and what is mean by remission, what are the futures of treasury bill, and the limitations of stock exchange, then various types of speculators. So these are all the important questions will be discussed in this class. So students, understand the concept and read more. I will give some important questions, revise all the questions thoroughly. If you have any doubt, contact me. You can do well. All the best. Thank you.